Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am the Pink Flamingo, and we're going to be doing a follow up to part 2 of the Royal Nanny read. Now, if you have not watched part 1, I would recommend you go and do so you're a bit caught up and you know exactly what it is that we're talking about in this video. Okay? Now, guys, in this video, we're going to be doing something called the Oracle Drop. Okay, now for the people who have watched my videos consistently, you know exactly what we're about to do. Now, for the people who are new, I'm going to give you guys a brief explanation as to what it is that I call the Oracle Drop or the Purge. Okay, now, guys, basically, the Purge is we basically, ask Spirit to go around a particular person, collect all the energy around someone, the past, the present, the future, everything that they're concealing, and we try to pull that out of the oracle. Usually, when I do readings, guys, I ask questions and I pull cards and get responses based on the question I ask. But, guys, unfortunately, there is a lot of deception and sometimes people don't always know everything. So you don't know all the questions to ask. So when you do an oracle drop, everything someone could be concealing comes through the oracle. Now, usually when I do an oracle drop, I do it with a love oracle. So it's much easier for me to decipher very quickly. But this particular deck is a crime and mystery deck. So when I work with a deck like this, it's almost like putting the puzzles together. So I need a couple minutes of silence and I like to connect with the cards and put them in the right places. Okay. Now, I did not want to bore you guys with that particular part of the process. So I've decided to leave it out so you're not sitting watching me for 2 minutes in silence do this. Okay. So, what I'm about to share with you guys is the oracle drop, the shuffling process, the pulling the cards. We get to look at what cards came out. So, towards the end of the video, you guys can follow through because you've seen these cards before. Okay. Now, if you're someone that comes over for the reads and you enjoy the reads and you just like to click off right after the reads, that's cool. But this time, I would definitely recommend you wait until the end, watch my interpretation, and then click off so that the cards make all the sense in the world. Okay. We're also going to be asking some questions on Concha. Okay. So, stay tuned for that, guys. Okay. Also, I want to give you guys a heads up. Okay. Unfortunately, guys, my hands were a little dirty in this video. Okay. I had some white casting all over my hands, and that's because I was basically saging and cleansing my cards, and I kind of got some sage debris, and I really didn't notice it was all over my hands. All right. So I'm more aware of it for next time. So I'm sorry, guys, in advance. Okay. Other than that, guys, I hope you guys enjoy this video. And don't forget to stay till the end of the video for the interpretation. All right. Hope you guys enjoy. So, guys, we're going to be doing an oracle drop. And for you guys who watched my last video, you know about the oracle drop, guys, and how that kind of works. And we're going to be doing it on Maria Borello, which is the nanny, okay, that provided Miss Concha Calleja with the information, Calleja, with the information on, Catherine so somewhat being in the coma. That was her source. So I want to know, guys, for all the years that she's worked at the palace, what has she seen? What does she know? She's been there for 7 years, right? So there's a lot that she must have seen, must have heard. And guys, this deck is what is basically my crime deck, okay? I do pull this out for clients who more so are dealing with criminal things and things of that nature, want to solve things, want to figure out things that may have happened to their family, mysterious things. Okay, guys? So I am going to pick up on her energy Mrs. Maria Borello, the nanny, and I'm going to get her perspective by the oracle drop and her energy of things that she sees or may have seen, or things that she might feel is happening to Catherine right now. And of course, guys, this is her perspective. Okay? Just like we just did a reading on Concha Calleja, that was her perspective. Okay? So, same thing, guys. We're just going to tap into this energy, and I'm going to do an oracle drop and see what comes out of her energy, what she believes in, what she thinks right now may have been happening to Catherine as someone that's working around her. And of course, guys, keep in mind that this is her energy and what she believes. Okay? All right, Spirit. I wonder what she's seen in this palace. I know she must have seen a lot, because you worked there for 7 years. You've probably seen the worst, the good, the bad, the everything, or you've heard things, right? You've been really close with the royals, been right beside the queen. They're saying that she was getting special invites to birthday parties and special family events. So who knows what she's seen and what she's heard. All right. So, Spirit, I'm trying to tap into the energy of Maria Borello, Catherine, Princess of Wales, Catherine's nanny for her children. I want to know, what are some of the things she thinks or she's seen in the palace, in the Kensington Palace? Things she's heard about the royal family that the world might not know. What does she think of them? Does she see them as the everyday family? Or does she know some of their dirty secrets? Suddenly, she does not live with them, and she's lived in a different location now that Catherine has fell ill, apparently, allegedly. So I would like to know, what does she know? Any crimes? Things she's heard of? Anything dark? Let's pull on her energy, Spirit. Anything around her. Anything around her. Thief. Mental health. Okay. All right. Those are some cards that just popped out, guys, and what she thinks of them so far. Someone has mental health issues, and someone is definitely a thief to her. Could be the entire family, her opinion of them. Let's see what else cards pop out. See if we can get some clarity on some of this, guys. All right, Spirit, all the energy. All the energy of Maria Borello, nanny of 7 years. Let me straighten these cards up, guys. To the royals. All right. Bloodline. Fear. Evil. Timeline issues. Suicide. Oh, snap. What else does she think, Spirit? What does she know about? Now, guys, we're not going to really know a lot of which cards belong to who in the royal family. But this is the energy I'm just picking up around from her, and we'll see if we can get some clarity on some of it. Somehow, I'll see if, I'll let you guys know what I feel, okay? False flag, jealousy, secret trip, cover up. All right, what else, Spirit? Wow. All right, guys, so I'm going to share some of the cards that I pulled. She definitely thinks somebody in this family is a thief. Now, I don't know if you guys heard anything about stealing, but, you know, there is that rumor going around, you know, with Thomas Kingston and this money situation. I don't know if these are some white-collar crimes like I did in my last reading with William, the thug, and the side hustle came out. So, you know, the thief, it probably falls somewhere in there, okay? Now, guys, I got mental health, okay? And the card that I'm associating with the mental health is suicide, right? So I don't know if you guys can see that, the suicide and the mental health. So her energy is giving me that, you know, someone, you know, more than likely, I do feel, I hate to say this, but the energy I'm picking it up, it might be the dear Princess Catherine who has mental health. That might not be a lie. And she might be suicidal, but Spirit gave me this card. Abuse and neglect. And as you guys can see, the woman's mouth is kind of sewn shut. So if someone is abusing you, allegedly abused, and neglecting you, these will probably be some of your outcomes, especially if you're not getting therapy and you're not processing that well. Spirit gave me fear around them. So somebody right now is very fearful. She also believes somebody is covering up something. And as the world knows, something is not adding up. Spirit gave me timeline issues for them. We know something happened in December, right? Easter has come and passed. A lot of inconsistencies in their timelines and things that has happened throughout these months and weeks that we simply have no idea, right? We're hearing that, you know, Catherine went on a trip, but then she wasn't supposed to go on this trip. Then we're hearing she had surgery and it was planned, but then it wasn't planned. We're hearing that we should wait until Easter to see her. Easter has come. She's not at church, neither are her children. Spirit is giving cover up, which is in Maria's energy right now. She also gave me bloodline, right? Which represents the royals, of course, because we all know that they share the same bloodline. They literally marry each other in kind of that whole cousin thing, right? So definitely represents them. She gave me jealousy. Someone around her is very jealous, right? More than likely Catherine's energy, jealous of another woman. She also gave me false flag for them. And as some of us already know, need I say more? The evil. So I'm going to shuffle some more, guys. All right, my deck is still this big. So I'm going to see what else falls out of the oracle in her energy. And then we'll wrap it up. But right now we're getting abuse and neglect. We're getting mental health issues. Okay, Spirit is giving that. All right. What else does she know, Spirit? Anything else in Maria's energy? Anything she saw? Even though we know they probably kept a lot from her. Anything she knows, heard, seen? Anything she has possibly thinks, you know, could have happened? Is there a reason why they may have stopped her from being the live-in nanny? Anything she's seen? Anything she knows about Princess Catherine? Maria Borello. The nanny, the royal nanny. Princess Catherine's nanny for her children. Maria. Oh. Outside. Not really sure what that means. Now, guys, I might get some cards that have no meaning to me, only because it's in her spirit. Like outside. I don't know if there's some kind of reference to outside. But I'll see if there's anything that connects to that card. All right, Spirit. Anything else in Maria's energy? Cryptocurrency, guys. We know this, right? Because this is what they've been saying about Thomas. Right? There we go. It connected. The thief. The cryptocurrency. The man in the suit. All right. Last couple of shuffle, guys, and we'll wrap this up. Just want to see what else comes out in her spirit, guys, and what she thinks she knows about the family. That's all. All right, Spirit. All of her energy. What else does she think she knows? From her perspective, what does she think she knows about the royals? Oh, something fell off my table. Hold on, guys. This happens a lot. Oh, two fell off my table. Oh, wow. Okay, something. I'll share those cards with you guys. So outside came out. I don't know what that means for her. Meeting. Some kind of meeting. That could have to do with the cryptocurrency. And she's saying witness. So I'm making the assumption that she's referring to maybe some of the abuse that Catherine went through. Maybe somebody witnessed it or she's been a witness of it. All right, let me get the last couple of cards, Spirit, on her energy. Law enforcement. Guys. Wow. I got the card of strangulation. Now, guys, I don't know who's been strangled, but I got law enforcement. And for a little while, guys, I've always picked up the energy that they've known something. And they've been keeping a little bit quiet. But law enforcement and witness. Do you guys think there's a possibility someone is in witness protection program for law enforcement? Maybe they seen something? Strangulation, I have no idea who that represents. Although I have a feeling that I think I know, but I really don't want to say. I'm going to shuffle a little more, guys, and then pull a little more cards, and then we'll go through the cards and pretty much wrap it up, okay? All right, Spirit. What else? We got outside and strangulation, which pretty much means nothing right now currently to me. But it means something to her. Don't know who she felt has been strangled around them. And I am going to give you guys my perspective, even though it's very dark, but this deck is very dark. Secret society, celebrity, lies, runaway. All right, guys, and we are back, okay? So, as you guys just watched the Oracle drop, you got a chance to see all the cards that came out of the Oracle deck, okay? Now, this particular Oracle deck, guys, holds about 100 plus cards. And all we really pulled out of this deck, guys, was about maybe 20 cards, okay? So I still needed that time to kind of put the puzzle together. And as you guys, heard me say throughout the video, as cards came out, I kind of associated other cards with other cards. And I kind of was trying to put the pieces together. But, I really don't have a full out interpretation of the cards until I get a chance to kind of sit in that silence, you know, connect with the cards and then put them in their right place. Okay. So I've already done that. Okay. And I'm going to share that with you guys right now. Okay. So what I did notice about Maria, guys, is that she knew a lot. Okay. Now, you know, there are rumors that she no longer works for the palace. I have not found any direct information on that, but it's just been rumors. And of course, she's been around for about 7 years with the family. So I'm sure there's a lot that she's seen, a lot that she's heard. Okay. And of course, I'm sure she has friends, that are also employees for the Kensington Palace. So whatever she didn't see on her own, I'm sure she heard about it through a friend. Okay. So, guys, one of the cards that you guys might remember is the cryptocurrency. Okay. Now, when that card came out, I immediately associated that card with Thomas Kingston. Okay. My incense there just kind of did its own thing. All right. Now, cryptocurrency is basically giving me his energy. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but I do believe that this was something that he was a part of. Okay. And you guys in the comment section can let me know whether you know about Thomas Kingston and, the cryptocurrency kind of thing. All right. Now, what I took from that, guys, I connected it with thief. Okay. So it's either Thomas was accused of stealing something financially from them, but they kind of deemed him untrustworthy for whatever reason. Okay. Then from that, guys, I felt like they started to think of doing the false flag kind of thing, that betrayal thing. If you harm the family, you got to pay the price kind of thing. Okay. And they decided what a false flag is, it's the illusions, right? It's basically making something look like something happened that didn't really happen, right? So hopefully you guys are following through. I got to be a little bit careful because, we're on YouTube. But, basically making something look like something else happened, right? So with that, I connected it with the mental health. And of course, guys, I still believe this is partially connected to Catherine's energy. But when this card came out, it's more so very strongly connected to Thomas Kingston's storyline. Okay. So with the mental health, they thought they could false flag this situation. Right. And then they try to play it off as if, whatever happened to him was that. Okay. But of course, it was lies. Lies they told the public, lies being told to law enforcement. And this is why now there is, somewhat of, I guess, still an investigation going on because they find something quite funny. All right. Then I got, guys, the jealousy card. Now, with Catherine, guys, this is associated with her. Now, as you guys know, through many of my readings, I kept on getting the love affair, the love affair, the love affair. Now, when it comes to a woman being in a relationship, if you feel like, you don't meet the desires of your man, you start to become jealous of maybe who or what it is that meet his desires and makes him happy. So I believe an argument may have occurred between them. I believe this was something that may have happened. Okay. Now, of course, I'm not saying that this is, what may have caused her to end up sick or in the hospital or anything like that. I'm just saying this was something that happened. Okay. And of course, guys, just because someone experiences something like that doesn't mean it causes long-term harm, right? Someone can just do this to you for a couple of seconds, but all it takes is a couple of seconds for them to do you wrong. You get what I mean? So, as we know from my last reading or last couple readings when I did what's her name? Mrs. Craig, his ex-girlfriend. Basically, we saw the coping card and all of that come up. And I believe that this may have occurred when he might have been under the influence. Right? Now, this is a form of, what? That she might have been experiencing throughout the years. All right? It seems to me that many people that work around them may have known about this, and maybe someone in particular witnessed this that should have never witnessed this. Okay? And guys, people have associated Thomas with this situation also. Okay? So he might have been the person to witness this. And what I picked up from that is, the person who witnessed this, they may have been meeting up outside of the Kensington Palace walls, so to speak, trying to keep that meetup private. And the overall plan was to help, to run away, get away. Okay? Now, guys, as we know, everyone's been suspicious with what's going on with Catherine and Thomas Kingston. So we know right now the cover up is occurring. Okay? They're attempting to cover stuff up. But Spirit is saying what the issues are is the timeline issue. And as you know, if you've been following me through a lot of my reads, the clock with time has come up almost in every single reading through different oracle decks, right? So time has been referenced through almost all their readings, right? And of course, we see it happening now in real time, okay? We see people going, well, the last we seen her was December. Easter has passed. Where is she? People are counting the days. People are on the calendar looking at the weeks. People are knowing something is very much so wrong. They don't know what it is. Some people have already said it's the worst that has happened. Some people are very hopeful and they're saying, no, it's not. Some people are saying, I simply don't know what the heck is going on. But that has him in fear. And because of that, if this doesn't go right, Spirit's letting me know he might be working on this. He might be taking a trip away from his problems. Now, what also came up in Maria's energy, guys, was the bloodline as well. So she recognized that the royals, as we know, is connected through a particular bloodlines. They only marry royals kind of thing. So the bloodline is pretty strong. But she's saying, oh, the bloodline, oh, that's straight evil. Straight evil. These people, Secret society. Secret society. Just like the celebrities, nothing different. They the same people. Secret society. So basically that's what came out when I went around Maria's energy, okay? So these are the things that she probably has heard of. These are the things that she might be thinking. These are the things that she might know. Okay? So, guys, as for the Catherine situation, okay? As you guys know, I use this Oracle deck very frequently on my channel. Now, this came up, which was the runaway. And I pulled some of the cards that we've seen, even in the last reading, right? With his ex-girlfriend, okay? And we see that there is moving, letting go, loving you, free. That was something that came out when I did his oracle drop. Okay, it kind of fell around based on his energy. Like I said, guys, this is no specific question, it's just an energy thing. So, this is one of the cards that came out. Somebody wanted to be free, someone felt trapped. Now, in that particular reading, even when I placed a question, I still pulled this out of the oracle for him and Catherine's relationship. Now, as we're seeing, guys, I also pulled the self-love, guys, with the trap when I asked the relationship question for those two. So, Spirit is now giving me the runaway was something that was very real for her. You know, she might have had her wake-up call or something of that nature, and she really wanted to get out of this. So for me, guys, it's pretty much confirmed, okay? As for everything else, I'm not quite sure about, but I do know that this was something that she no longer wanted to probably be a part of, okay? Now, guys, as for the Thomas Kingston situation, some of us know about the crypto. I'm not 100% sure, but I know it has something to do with finances. Okay, we know about the whole thing that probably went bad with them business wise. We know about the mental health stuff, and we know about this. Okay, now, guys, I did tell you in the overall pulling of the deck that this can still be associated with Catherine. Okay, because unfortunately, guys, when someone is experiencing this, they kind of go hand in hand. Okay. So these cards can also represent both energies, right? But I believe Spirit was more so giving me this card to represent Mr. Kingston. Okay. So, guys, I am going to tap in to my tarot deck and I'm going to get some answers, guys, on Concha and what she thought about, the whole thing with Princess Catherine and what it was that she felt, right? Now, I just went in, guys, and did the reading in part 1 to find out if she actually really even believed what it was that she was telling everyone. Because, sometimes people come up with things and they don't even believe it themselves, but they do it for attention, right? They're seeking attention. So I wanted to see if it's one of those attention seeking things or whether she felt like she was really trying to tell us something. And based on the cards I pulled out, guys, out of the oracle and her situation, she very much so believed the coma. She believed her sources. Okay. Now, as you guys know, sometimes when we hear gossip or we hear things, some of it's true and parts of it can be not so true. Now, we are saying that more than likely her source is the nanny, which it probably is one of the sources. But she did state in the past that she has several sources in the palace. Okay. And I do believe that because she did write a book on Diana. So she kind of has to know people who's been living around them for a little while to get information as far back on Diana. Okay. So I'm going to be shuffling the cards, guys, and I want to see what Concha Calleja actually thought when she kind of told us the news, because there is a possibility, guys, that she might have just been telling us that the way she told us as a way to kind of send up one of those, smoke signals, one of those ring the alarm, instead of us kind of like bypassing it. But I don't even think it's bypassing, from what the Spanish media is saying, the UK and a lot of media sources didn't cover this. They didn't want to cover it based on the royals and their power, right? Now, over time, we're seeing that nobody is basically on the program of what the royals want to do. But back then, when the news first broke, they were still kind of powerful in terms of what they could allow, in terms of what they would allow people to put out, right? So I'm going to shuffle up a bit, guys, and see what comes out in her energy, okay? Whether she felt something was odd anyways, because of course, as a journalist, she can't really come out and say, hey, I believe, Catherine has a Diana situation right now, guys. I don't think that's something she can really say. So I think she had to put it out there in a way where it kind of protect her, but it still brought awareness to Catherine's situation. Okay. So Spirit, please let me know. Did Concha actually believe this surgery took place? Did she find something funny about this? Was she a believer that the coma was caused from surgery? Or was she skeptical about this? All right, Spirit, give me a couple cards here, Spirit, on Concha's energy. What did she think back then? Did she find it odd? All right, Spirit. Okay. All right, I'm going to shuffle a little bit more, guys. Okay. Okay. So basically, guys, what I got here is I got the Ten of Wands, the Five of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, the Chariot. I got the Ten of Swords, and I got the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, okay? I don't know if I mentioned it, but the Ten of Wands is in the reverse. The Five of Cups is in the reverse. The Four of Pentacles in the reverse. The Chariot's in the reverse. The Ten of Swords is in the upright. And the Queen of Pentacles is in the reverse, okay? So all the cards are in the reverse besides the Ten of Swords, okay? So basically, guys, what I pick up on this is, she kind of felt something was wrong, right? But she, at the same time, was giving them the benefit of the doubt, is what it seems like, right? So with the Ten of Wands in the reverse, she kind of was like, is this about to take a turn for the worse? But with the Five of Cups, she was also like, you know what? All right, things of the past has happened, but maybe this is not what's going on, kind of thing. You know? And then with the Four of Pentacles in the reverse, giving me the same energy as this, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, okay, I'm gonna let go of the past. I'm just gonna try to move forward and not think of the negativity. Okay. But at the same time, with the Chariot, she didn't know how to accept this or where to really go with this kind of thing. Okay. And at the same time, with the Ten of Swords, guys, in the upright, she was a little conflicted. Her mind was a little bit like, I'm going everywhere. I'm starting to lose it. I'm not really sure if this is another Diana situation. Okay. But with the Queen of Pentacles coming up in the reverse, she also was very well aware of how they are and the imbalance that they have in the royal family. So she knows they don't have it all together. She knows that they're kind of funny people. So she didn't really know what to think. So just like us guys who now are trying to figure out what the heck is going on, at the same time when she received this news, she herself really didn't know how to accept this, right? So she kind of put it out there because she heard what she heard, okay? She believed the coma, but she had doubts on, whether or not, Catherine had ended up in the coma the way they said she ended up in the coma, if that makes sense, okay? So she didn't really know. She was trying to figure it out herself. But I think she felt like it was best to just put that information out there anyways, okay? So that's basically the only question that I had, guys, for Concha in terms of whether she knew how she felt about it. So based on what I'm seeing in the cards, she was conflicted even when she released the statement. She didn't really know how to feel. She knew a bunch of imbalance was there. Because, of course, she did Diana's book, right? But at the same time, she kind of had that energy of like, the past is the past. People could move on and they could change. So, guys, I'm going to wrap it up right now. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, okay? And you got something from it, even though I know it's very hard to kind of enjoy it because it is a very dark deck that we just did with all these different type of, that crime deck kind of thing. But tell me what you guys think. What do you guys think about the cards that are coming out that represent Thomas and the cards that represent Catherine? Okay. What do you guys think about Maria and how she thinks about all these different cards that are popping up around her energy and how she feels about them being some secret society that's evil? Their bloodline, they're evil. What do you think about all that? Because these are the cards that I got when I pulled. Okay. And like I said, guys, the deck is this full. And we got 20 out of this, okay? And those are the cards that came out that wanted to speak to us in terms of her energy and what she's been thinking, okay? But she is the royal nanny of 7 years, right? So whether she is currently working for them or she's just sitting somewhat in like limbo, I'm sure she knows stuff going on. I'm sure she got friends in the palace, friends that are working around, the royal still. So, of course, she could be hearing the tea. And you know what? Pulling all the cards around her energy definitely gave us the tea. So, guys, leave your comments below. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think about the reading. Let me know all of it. Is there any cards that you think that you know a little bit more about? Do you know anything about that cryptocurrency? Let me know. All right, guys. Until next time. Bye-bye.